Hi, my name is Michalina. I'm a professional wise woman, and here are 5 things that I've learned while leading the ritual for the full moon. The first thing, independent mode of transport. I'm living in the Polish countryside and I commute to Berlin every 2 weeks. And I heard that I'm supposed to use or try to using this car ride service called BlaBlaCar. And the first thing that was off was the guy tried to push it to the morning. And then his car broke down altogether. That was my reaction. Guess who's supposed to be on her way to Berlin right now? Obviously, I'm me, so I made it safely on the train. It wasn't inconvenient. It was expensive. Also, I don't have a license, and I'm at the mercy of my sister and my mom and my dad to drive me to the train station. Yeah, it became very, very clear that when I have people who depend on me to show up, I need to make it as self-sufficient as possible to get from point A to point B. Yeah, so that's up for tweaking and fixing. Number 2. I cut it pretty close this time. I was coming in on the full moon, and it would make so much logistical sense to have it a bit spaced out, especially that my lovely hostess for those days, I'm choosing to believe her when she says she wants to have me around. Coming in at least one day early would put me at ease. Number 3, to the juicy stuff. After I opened the circle, I was inviting all the guides and angels and deities that would like to work with us that day. And a specific one showed up. And later on, during the flow of conversation, one of the participants expressed desire to work with one particular deity that was there. And I got feedback afterwards that it would be useful to announce if I sense if a particular entity wants to communicate and shows up for the ritual, to introduce them. It just feels polite, I guess, because they are there and not everyone can sense them. Now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense. It's as if most of the people in their circle were blindfolded and they haven't taken the blindfold off yet, so they are not aware of presences. It's a normal human ability to sense everything and everyone here. We just chose to forget and remember slowly. So the allegory of they can't feel them yet the same way I wasn't able to for a long time. Number 4. The mistake I made was asking what felt better. It was in regards to a way to open a circle, whether we do it with energy or just with breath. And the mistake I did was not settling people into their bodies, and I got answers from the brain only. It's something I need to keep in mind, that I'm going to serve so many different kinds of people, and I'm only now getting into the wisdom of my body, and I've spent many years being very well, the nice word for it is cerebral. But no, I was cut off. That was more honest. So yeah, next time, before I gauge the needs, the desires for something in regards to a way of doing things, I need to set people into their bodies first, with breaths, with some gentle body work, with self-touch, self-soothing. Get them into the moments and spread around into their whole field, instead of ping pong, yes and no, ooh, I don't know, because you always do. I think it's one of the lies that we say, that we don't know what we want. We do. We're just scared shitless to ask for it. Number 5. Oh my goodness, this is so good. So I have my ego show up. This whole quest is about building an alternative to the Catholic Church that I grew up in. And what fuels this mission is my perception of priests being above everyone else and thinking that they are. And my shadow is showing, and I love seeing it, because if I see it, I can take the weapon out of its hands and love it instead. Anyway, as the priestess, I would smudge everyone before starting to do magic, to perform something, and I liked it. And during this ritual, I did people, and then a friend of mine asked if I want to be cleansed by someone and spoken over by someone. I did not like that the power was taken away from me. I flowed the way I want to flow, and I did take cleansing of her hands, but my ego was, ooh, someone got triggered inside. And I heard it going, oh, I would do it better. Of course, darling, of course you would. Of course, but I know you're covering up the sense of importance that you've given yourself and then lost. Lesson from this. If I want spiritual places that work as donuts, not a pyramid, then the performance of the rituals that we do, it cannot be top down. I can't subscribe to that. So what I'm going to do next will be to cleanse each other. There was this lovely thing that we did about cleansing ourselves with water, and a person to your right was pouring water on you, and then you went to do that for someone else. And I don't think there is any reason for us not to do it with smudging. Yeah, I can just allow people to hold this big ass incense stick that I made and use, and to speak over with kindness within a community and to serve each other. And if you'd like to be a part of it, a part of Self-Smudge Circle, that's actually a lovely name. My next event is on the new moon, the 17th, in Berlin. The link is below, and I hope to see you there.